Okay, I don't know how much of an extra video I had in there, but it seems like my video started recording automatically for me afterwards, so I'm not happy with that. Here's what we last time. I notice I'm getting a mouse over event. I like pointing out where how I debug my code, so I'm getting mouse over events here. When I go to drag it, it doesn't drag. That's where the weird thing is. So I have a sneaky feeling that the one thing that's in my view that was in my model before, or sorry, the controller that was in my model before, is the last mouse position. I also know that when I'm drawing these triangles, it's not showing up correctly. So that makes me think, well, what would make my triangles not show up correctly, despite it being a triangle, if it is a triangle? My gut is telling me that I'm not inheriting things correctly. Perhaps I'm not using polymorphism correctly. So what I would expect is when I have a triangle, it calls the right drawing function. It's not doing that. So let's have a quick look. I'm going to go down and MVC canvas model. It's yelling at me about something here. M shape list and view list uninitialized. Those are, I want to just double check on this one first before I get too far gone into this. MVC canvas, CPP, r.h. Because I'm making static arrays, and therefore they'll automatically be set up, and then I actually go into it and set them up. Okay, that should be fine. Okay. I am going through each one of those arrays and setting the values for each one of those positions. So it's giving me a warning, but I double checked that's not the issue. I want to see every time I have this, here we go, last mouse position. What if, first of all, I'm going to check to see when the mouse button goes down, I might want to make sure that my last mouse position is equal to this start position. Okay, because that might be the first thing. Okay, number two, my guess is that when I go to shape2400.cpp and I go all the way down to, oh, it should be in my header file. Sorry, shape2400.cpp. I have update, here are my controllers. Here's my paint. Oh, it is virtual. So that is not the issue. The problem I was having was if it was a virtual, not a virtual call, I'd be calling the wrong function call when I actually did the change. Paint outline's the same in all cases. Okay, I'm going to go to triangle. I have a paint method. It's a virtual paint method. It takes the same thing. It's a type shape view. Oh, did I do what I think I did? I think I did. Okay. We have a series of, maybe not. Let's see what when I do a paint method. Paint the back buffer. Okay, I'm getting brushes, I'm getting stock objects. I'm going to get the view for a particular thing. I want to put a breakpoint on this thing. So when I get a view, I'm going to get what the view is, and then I'm going to call paint on that particular view with HTC. Put that breakpoint there. Okay, so I'm going to do a triangle, what should be a triangle, and I have a shape. I want to see which paint method I have because I'm invariably calling the wrong paint method, but I'm wondering why. It is calling the wrong paint method. The model itself, this. Oh, that's not good. Oh, there it is. Let's see when I make a triangle. So I'm going to go back into my code. I'm going to see how I make a triangle right here, and shape factory, and notice what happened. That's dumb of me. Okay, here is what's happening. I'm going to stop this. What's happening is I'm making the triangle, then ignoring it, not calling return so I don't break out of it, and then I'm making a brand new shape and sending that off. So I'm making triangles that have nothing to do with anything. Okay, what I want is, all right, that should fix its wagon. There we go. Now, why this is not letting me click and drag this thing is a different beast altogether. So I'll have to look into that. Time being, I don't want to hold up the video any more than I already have. I have a bunch of shapes. I'll have that fixed up in a jiffy. I have a bunch of shapes. I have some little tiny thing going on with it not realizing that I have selected an item, or I am on top of a shape. And so when I click down, what I would expect is the thing would be selected and I can move it around. I don't know what's going on with that. It's some little bug along the way, and I'll go and fix this. But I wanted to see me making shapes again, but now it's with a model view controller. So every time I make a rectangle, I have this ugly thing because I'm calling this generic painting method, generic paint method for shapes, not for rectangles, not for circles, but for shapes. And then this one is for triangles, the one that I actually did migrate into a model view controller approach. So for your assignment, what you're going to do is you're going to migrate the rectangle and the circle classes so they follow a model view controller like the triangle. And then you're going to remove the old versions of the old paint functions in the shape class and make it equal 0. So it's an abstract, it's a purely abstract class. You cannot make a shape class. You can make rectangles, you can make triangles, you can make circles, because there's no such thing as a shape per se. Okay, but this allows you to actually incrementally migrate over rectangles, check it out, see if it works. Migrate over circles, check it out, see if it works. And you're seeing how events actually occur and how messages are being passed between these different classes and these different objects or instances of classes. Okay, so with that, I'm going to stop the video. I might do a little quick post of when I figure out what the cause of that code was, and otherwise we will actually get to other stuff very soon. This was a lot of material all at once, so do another example, or I can give you other examples for model view controller architectures. It's just this is a pragmatic example for how to refactor things. If you really want a lot of extra practice, try making another kind of shape, right? You could make, I think I made an arrow, I think I made rounded boxes, you can make an oval, something like that, right? Where you extend the shape class, again, the same way you did with the rectangle and the triangle and the circle, just in a different way, so you can actually make sure you understand how you go about building these kinds of shape elements and how model view controller architectures work. So if you want your own code rather than just refactoring, that would be really good exercise. Okay, with that being said, thank you very much for your patience, everyone. I'll leave it at that. Thanks.